In the US, there's TV commercials, bumper stickers, all this crap called the rallies, where they go and speak so often. But then here, there's these signs, like this. Here are larger signs that allow like all of the running parties to put something up. I like the overall idea, but some of them are not as good as the others. But this is one benefit here. There allows to be so many different parties running, like, I don't even know all of it, but I'd probably get along well with the pirates. Start over. It is election season here in Hanover right now, and today I want to talk a little bit, just a little bit, about some differences between the elections and politics a little bit. Make some comparisons between what I have seen here in Germany and what I know in the US. All right, so talking about elections and politics, what better place than to have the Landtag behind me, right? It seems fitting, I guess. Anyway, so these are mostly observations and the little bit that I know. I'm going to make some comparisons from elections in Germany to the US. Now keep in mind, I am not able to vote here in Germany, so I don't know a whole lot. So please correct me if I'm wrong about anything. But this is just the simple stuff that I know, okay? And as a disclaimer, I'm also not a voter in the US. But I'll try to work that into this a little bit. Okay, let's just start with that. Greatly because of the two-party system that we have in the US. And for the majority of my adult life, before my adult life, because I chose not to vote when I was 18, I thought it was all shit. Like there's no, like, no one really wins except for the politician that gets elected. And oh boy, do I really want to get into that. No, I don't want to get into that, because the topic of this, I want to stay on track, Eric. Stay focused. I just want to make some comparisons, okay, to the elections in the US and Germany. The first one being on Sundays. Here in Germany, the voting is done on Sundays. In the US, it's done on Tuesdays. And I think that's a lot of freaking shit. The Tuesdays part. Because this makes it more difficult for so many people. Now here in Germany on Sundays, most people are available and have the time, whether they like it or not. So, like, it's your free day compared to the possibility of having to take off of work. Now, a question to you Germans, like, if your election happened during your work day and it's still your duty to go and vote, but you would miss out on your working hours and not get paid for it. So, like, it would cost you money to go vote. Would you do it? I think a lot of you, yes, probably, because you're reliable people. But so many people in the US will not do this. And this is one thing that I always hated about it. So, like, in the US, it's a shit deal. Like, which leads me into the next comparison. The number of political parties that you have and the number of candidates. So, like, you have a much greater chance of, like, finding someone that you agree with a bit, or I should say, like, the range of compromising is probably better for you currently here in Germany and having so many different people to choose from. I like that better. But like, yeah, in the US, when it's typically like 2 people, maybe if you're lucky there's a third, it's shitty no matter which way you go. So like, me personally, I don't want to lose an hour or 2 of work to go for that. No. Oh, and then the third big thing is the campaigning. Like in the US, a lot of these elected officials, in my opinion, spend half of their time while they're elected. They spend half of their time campaigning. You know, like even down to the local level. They spend so much time, so much money, but like something big for a lot of you to understand. Like look at the US presidency. Like the moment that we have a president elected, like the loser is talking about running again or something, or like the president is talking about running again. I know when Trump was elected, I think immediately he started talking about 2020. So like there's so much time, so much money wasted doing that. Now, to my knowledge, here in Germany, is it 4 or 6 weeks? But like at the most, I think it's like 6 weeks, and there's like no campaigning before that. Now, someone fill me in because I don't watch TV. Like, do you have TV commercials? Television commercials? Like, for the candidate that's running? Is there commercials on TV, advertisements on TV? Because that I don't know. But like, my God, in the US, they spend so much money on campaigning and advertising. You know, like when it's a president thing, they spend 2 years. Like I'm sure sometime soon they're really going to start campaigning hard for the next presidential election in 2024. So like that's stupid. Locally, it's probably on average maybe like 6 months before. I guess now I don't really remember too well because I've been living here for 5 years and I've missed some of them. Yeah, but like, for you Germans, like imagine just seeing it all over the place, like forever. Bumper stickers on cars, you know, signs that never go away. Like I do not miss that at all. Like imagine seeing like signs for the losing candidate or even the winning one, whatever. The candidate that you didn't vote for, like staying up forever. The US is so like, I don't know, what's the words for that? Like it's like, God damn it, I'm a bit frustrated now that I started thinking about it. Oh. Yeah, so campaigning here. I'm going to show you some signs. Large advertisements like this are quite popular. And signs like this up on light poles and whatnot are quite popular. They'll put one and then push it up. I'm surprised that there's not more. Now I'm right by the Landtag. Part of me would love to interview somebody, and there's these 2 old guys walking by behind me dressed like they work in an office. Anyway, should I do that? Should I try to interview somebody for, like, obviously not today. I'm not going to do it today. But maybe I should find someone to, like, I wonder if I could contact the Hanover mayor. Go right for the top. Anyway, so, yeah, that's it. Like, I don't want to go too deep into this because, as I said, I'm not a voter. I don't want to get too much into the individual politics because that is a deeper thing. Like, I'm not in it enough. But because it's, like, election time right now in Hanover, and my girlfriend and I had a pretty interesting little talk about the comparisons, because I had to remind her that she had to go vote, and I said, like, me talking about how I would not vote in the US because I think it's really stupid, as I've already said. 2 states suck. Having only 2 candidates basically to vote for is also stupid. So let me know what you think. I'll wrap this up right now because I really have not a whole lot more that I want to add to that, but let me know your thoughts. I'm sure a lot of you know the elections here much better than me. And if you're not from Germany watching this, if you're from a different country, let me know something if you want. How are the elections where you're at? If you're from the US and watching this and want to add to anything, or how you would feel about the elections here compared to what we are used to in the US, also please let me know. I'm curious for other opinions. So with that, oh, I was just talking through that. I really hope that siren was not too loud. If it was, I'm sorry. Anyway, so thank you for watching. This will be, I'm not getting into politics, so don't worry. Maybe I should have had a beer with me. This would have been more fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Till next time, bis nächste Mal. Feierabend. Tschüss. Election. No. Start over. In the U.S. that they are on. In the U.S. that they are. Bleh. Come on, man. Shit, what was the third thing that I was gonna think of? What was the third thing? Damn it.